You have to find it within yourself. If I've got to tell you to get up, and I've got to tell you to go to work, and I've got to tell you to do everything, then until that person stops telling you, you're never going to be able to achieve anything. So that's the best piece of advice I've been given, is find it within yourself to be motivated. You've been blessed with a brain, heart for emotions, spiritual connections.
Left hook head, left hook body. Good, body head. Good, and again.
So connect with like the positive forces in the world and find motivation to try and achieve something while you're here. That's the best piece of advice I've been given.
With just under 2 weeks remaining before Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul step into the ring and shake up the boxing landscape, AJ isn't simply preparing. He's sharpening every detail like an artist perfecting his final stroke.
I would say there's a saying that a happy fighter makes a dangerous fighter, in the sense that if you put them in the right environment and their brain is receptive of what they're being taught, they're going to be more in tune with what they're going through. So I'm actually like, give me more, give me more, give me more.
That's his mindset in everything he does, whether it's training, whether it's work, whether it's helping other people. He just always wants to go that extra yard.
That's it, and again. Good, and again. Good, 2 more. 1 more of them. Good.
In Spain, he's been working closely with Usyk's camp, fine-tuning every motion, polishing each combination, and absorbing the slick, measured rhythm that turns a top fighter into a true elite. The progress is visible with every session.
I'm just focused on myself. I'm confident in myself. Jake could be 10th. I'm confident in myself. That's what I'm saying. It's not about how he is. I just really like, I've got a good team. I've been through ups and downs. I've stood the test of time. I'm passionate. I'm hungry. And I'm still here ready to fight my heart out. So I'm confident in that.
This isn't just a regular training camp or a standard tune-up. Joshua is sharpening his skills, moving with more precision, speed, and efficiency, adding new layers to his game while staying completely locked in on the fight ahead. Amid the growing attention and hype, his approach is clear: refine, adjust, and show up at his peak.
Sometimes fighters will have a silent agreement where it's like, all right, you're not going to punch, I'm not going to punch. And we're just looking at each other. I'm not that kind of fighter. I'm going to be putting pressure on you even when you're not punching. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals with that type of pressure. It takes a seasoned type of athlete to know how to deal with that. And boxing is not just the punches you see, it's the feinting, it's the distance, it's the, oh my God, through that jab. Yeah, the intangibles. It's going to be really interesting to see how he deals with the intangibles in it.
If Joshua brings the same intensity and precision from training into fight night, the energy is going to be electric. And just when you think his work in Spain has set the stage perfectly, voices like Ryan Garcia and others jump in, sparking debates that feel like a high-octane late-night boxing discussion.
Look it, he loses to AJ. Where does he go from here? You know, like, who does he fight? You're gonna go back down to 135?
The problem is not that he loses to AJ. The problem is the way he's gonna lose to AJ might be life changing.
Right.
You know, so that's the real issue.
It can be life changing in many ways, right? Physically.
Yeah.
You know? See what he did in Nagano? You know, it's like. But then again, like, if he gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. Nobody really expects anything.
I'm watching back and forth like everyone else, and I can't help but wonder, are we actually imagining a Jake Paul miracle in the making? People are tossing around words like chaos, destiny, and once-in-a-lifetime shockwaves. It's equal parts funny and nerve-wracking. On one side, you've got the narrative of meticulous preparation, and on the other, the what-if-the-impossible-happened scenario that feels like a movie trailer. That contrast alone is pure entertainment.
It's a whole different ball game. And when Jake gets hit by Anthony, like, do we even know how he can react to a big punch yet? We don't. He's never even got hit yet, like in a real fight. He's never taken a real punch. So that's what I'm saying. What are we about? Like, oh yeah, like AJ shot and you know he's getting knocked out a lot. But what about you? How are you gonna react when that big shot hits you? You think you're gonna snap back into it and know what to do? No. Not gonna happen.
You can almost feel the blend of respect, disbelief, and nervous laughter buzzing around. That's the energy this fight brings. Confidence is meeting reality. Hype is running into experience, and every voice feels part serious, part bracing for a twist worthy of a boxing drama. One thing is certain. Whether you're composed, panicking, or calling for a historic upset, you're fully engaged. And so am I. This isn't just a fight. It's a heavyweight soap opera with gloves.
Sleeps Anthony? Just sleeps?
If Jake Paul beats Anthony Joshua, it would be the biggest upset in the history of sports.
In the history of sports, correct?
Not just boxing, in sports.
Bro, and
that'd
Jake
be
Paul,
crazy.
bro, we'll never hear the end of it, ever. It'll be over. Jake Paul will be the greatest athlete of all time.
While we're watching Joshua in Spain, grinding with precision and soaking up elite-level guidance, the discussion suddenly jumps into full-on Joe Rogan mode. The energy shifts from focused preparation to a "what universe are we in?" vibe. I'm right there with you, thinking the same thing. It's like someone spun a randomizer on a boxing video game and didn't even glance at the settings.
Realistically, it's one of the craziest propositions of all time. You take a guy who just had a boxing match that looks like a sparring match with a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, and then you're going to fight one of the absolute scariest knockout artists in the heavyweight division. Maybe we should watch the Francis Ngannou fight so you could see. Let's watch that real quick, just so you can see what Anthony Joshua is capable if he's fighting someone that's not in his...
AJ walks into camp calm, focused, and fully dialed in, while just hearing Jake Paul's name sparks a mix of shock and curiosity. There's no hiding our fascination with how audacious this matchup really is. Joshua isn't taking this lightly. And when you combine that with the stunned energy in the commentary, it feels like the calm before a storm you can't tear your eyes away from. Confidence meets credibility in the most unexpected way. And the way it's all being analyzed makes you think, I can't believe I'm watching this, but here I am.
For the tape of Paul and Joshua,
I was gonna say they got him to weigh a grade of 245. That's only like 7 pounds less.
Yeah, that's nothing. And there's some sort of a rehydration clause. Listen, kids, it ain't gonna matter. You know, there's not a chance that Anthony Joshua is not going to just lose the weight beforehand. He's not going to come in drained. What he's going to do is just do extra cardio, and that's just going to make him more dangerous. He's going to be terrifying, and he's going to have a lot to prove. He's going to be very angry that Jake Paul wants to fight him.
This is the kind of moment that makes you lean in, double-checking if you're really seeing it. Everyone watching can feel it. This could either be a masterclass in discipline or pure chaos that blows up every group chat forever. There's no middle ground. The gap in size, experience, and style is huge. Two very different worlds colliding. It's like a blockbuster trailer. Every second dripping with tension, drama, and some very questionable decisions, all wrapped up in a pair of gloves. We try to stay logical, but logic left the room the moment this fight became real. Now, we're just along for the ride, waiting to see if it becomes a statement performance or an internet-breaking headline. And the craziest part? No matter which side you're on, you're glued to it. Because when even commentators sound half shocked and half entertained, you know this roller coaster isn't slowing down anytime soon.
I don't think there's any chance in the world, knowing what Anthony Joshua is a specialist at, he's a specialist at putting knuckles through your fucking brain, you know, and that's what he's going to try to do to Jake Paul. And anything other than that, if from a 34-year-old Anthony Joshua, will make us all think it's a fixed fight. Whether or not Joshua he can do it, whether or not, Jake Paul shocks the world and shows us that he really does know how to box really well and moves really good and uses his jab and blows us all away with a strategy and a lot of footwork and move.
Just when Joe's shock has you teetering between disbelief and grabbing popcorn, Chael Sonnen steps are like the ultimate mythbuster, calm, confident, part lecture, part roast. I'm listening as he tears apart the "this fight will never happen" crowd, and it feels like he's speaking directly to every keyboard warrior typing "mark my words" with Olympic-level confidence. You can feel what he's really saying. This isn't some made-up headline. It's big money, big egos, and high stakes colliding live. The best part? The logic rewind. If Jake bails, who exactly is he calling to prove that decision? His own reflection? Watching Chael turn that question into a mix of philosophy and comedy is pure gold. Meanwhile, the rest of the internet is left arguing with a guy who treats common sense like a finishing move.
believe that Jake Paul is going to pull out of that fight. Might even do it the day of, correct? Correct? Okay. Who would he pull out to? He is the promoter. Who would he call? Does he send an email to himself? Does he send a text message to himself? Does he schedule a meeting, come in and sit down, cross the table and look in the eye himself? Like, it's the part that is the most fascinating about the whole thing is that Jake would be the one to be the skunk at the garden party.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.